Hi, this is a review of the Instek GOS-630FC 30 megahertz analog oscilloscope. I have a probe plugged in right here. I'm triggering off channel 1, on channel 1, and I'm just trying to show that the probe is definitely working well. Let's check this other one. Both of these probes are included as part of the eBay sale. As well as these two baggies. And of course the oscilloscope itself. Might as well plug one of these probes back in. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to change over to channel 2. Make sure this thing's good. And I'm going to change it over to a square wave. This is running at exactly 1 kilohertz. The function generator, that is, and it's just recently been calibrated, and this counter right here is has an external time base, which is my GPS disciplined oscillator, so that's like much more accurate than what this thing can display. So I'm just trying to show you how accurate this is. So this is at 1 kilohertz. Let's go ahead and change over to 10 kilohertz. Showing 10 kilohertz. That little notch you see up at the top, that's from the distribution amplifier that I'm using to distribute the signal to more devices. If you'd like, you can also see that it's occurring on the adjuvant as well. Okay. Now to 100 kilohertz. As you can see, it's right there. To 1 megahertz. It's actually got slightly better definition than my adjuvant. And the most beautiful thing about analog scopes is that they do not alias. 5 megahertz. This is the horizontal sweep zoom function here. It's pretty nice. Works very well. Actually definitely shows more detail than the adjuvant, but I don't want to reposition the camera. But I'll try. Here we go. Just for the sake of it, let's go to 10 megahertz. You can see it's starting to resemble a sine wave, and it's showing 10 megahertz, and it's right at 10 megahertz. Let's go to 15. Megahertz. Now I'm going to go down to 3 megahertz, 3 kilohertz, and do a triangle wave. it's really nice having a proper intensity graded display. I mean, everything looks so crisp and sharp on it. I'm going to go ahead and do, oops, not the math function. That looks pretty cool though. But yeah, it's showing both channels at once. As you can see, the trigger works, the horizontal positioning works, the magnification definitely works. Used it before. The triggering works. What I haven't demonstrated is maybe an external trigger. I might just do right now. And there it is. The signal's locked, is latched to it. So if I'm only displaying channel 2, there's ground and DC coupling. Channel 1, ground and AC coupling. Position works on this as well as on this. There's like this zoom, the vertical zoom characteristic. It's best to run it right down here where it says cal, because then you know that what you're getting is accurate as far as the volts per division. Switch back here. The trace is nice and straight, but you have a trace rotation feature. You can put one of those little calibration screwdrivers in. It has an auto time base. And I don't really use automated anything, but it's probably throw a weird time base in there. Yeah, and there you go, auto time base. This all works. You can invert channel 2. Maybe it's more visible if you do it like this. And yeah, this thing's perfect. I hope you've enjoyed this review.